if my mom had an ICD, she may have survived. My cousin is also still alive because of her defibrillator, and I hope to live a long, happy life with my defibrillator. I also wanted to take a moment to explain the differences between the devices we're talking about in this episode. So the first is the traditional Transvenous ICD. This device sits just under the skin beneath the left collarbone, and thin wires called leads are threaded through the veins into the heart. The tips of those leads sit inside the heart, but because the wires sit in direct contact with the heart muscle, the energy required to shock the heart back into normal rhythm is relatively low, typically around 30 to 40 joules, depending on the device and programming. For comparison, when we have to shock someone externally through the skin, fat, muscle, bone, we usually deliver 150 to 200 joules. That difference is huge. The second type we discuss is the one that Leslie's daughter has, which is the S-ICD, or Subcutaneous Implantable Cardioverter Defibrillator. And unlike the traditional ICD, this device has no wires inside of the heart. Instead, the generator or battery pack is placed under the skin on the left side, typically like a hand's width below the armpit. And a single lead is tunneled under the skin along the left side of the breastbone, just above the sternum. Because the lead and generator sit outside the rib cage, the device needs to deliver a little more energy than the Transvenous ICD, but still much less than an external defibrillation, usually about 65 to 80 joules, depending on the manufacturer. One of the biggest benefits of the S-ICD is that there are no intracardiac leads, which reduces long-term risk like infection or lead fracture. Finally, there's the device that I'm scheduled to have implanted, and that is the EV-ICD, which stands for Extravascular Implantable Cardioverter Defibrillator. This is Medtronic's newest technology, and in a way, it's a hybrid between the other two systems. So like the S-ICD, the generator sits under the skin on the left side near the mid-axillary line, but instead of placing the lead under the skin next to the sternum, the EV-ICD lead is tunneled under the sternum itself and rests just above the pericardium, which is the sac around the heart. This positioning allows the device to deliver shocks at a lower voltage than the S-ICD, but without placing any wires inside the heart chambers. It's also designed to last longer than most S-ICDs, with an expected battery life of about 11 to 12 years. My sister actually just had her EV-ICD placed in June, and unless you're looking for it, you can hardly notice the small bulge on her left side where the device sits. She can definitely feel it, and it's still kind of uncomfortable sleeping on that left side, but compared to the S-ICD, the footprint is smaller and way less noticeable. The whole thing's pretty cool that now we can have a device inside the chest that can save someone from sudden cardiac death. And I look forward to sharing my whole journey with you.